Alright, this is just a short video on how to do a bottom load on a multiple problem backside window. This is a PT Cruiser. It's got felt around the edges. Normally you'd see tape on here. Sometimes you get one that tape just won't stick, and this just happens to be one of them. Bottom loading, front doors are a lot easier to learn. Back doors are real tricky. This one's got a couple problems. One is, like I said, you can't tape the felt because it just won't stick. The other is, you know, this right here, this part, it's way up in here, so to get it, you'd have to be way down here to get to that edge. So instead of being way down there to get to the edge, let's go on back up there. So the edge of the glass is sitting about right in here. So to bottom load this without getting it contaminated here or here takes a couple tricky steps, but I'm going to show you what happens. I'll try to explain it to you first and you can just watch it. I'm going to bow the film. I'm going to drop it in right here. Then when I get it in, I'm going to bow this and slide it over. I'm going to leave a piece of the liner over on this side so if it touches, but there's a good chance it will touch, it won't contaminate nothing. This is some pretty difficult installation actually. Anyhow, I'll let you watch. Now I've already prepped this and everything, so if you're asking if I prepped or not, yes I prepped it. You know, top loaders have for years, and I top load too, when you top load you leave a piece of the liner on. Normally you'll leave a piece right here hanging over, and that protects the bottom from getting trash in it. But here's something, a new idea for you. Leave a piece of the liner right here. Just leave a piece of the liner on it there. Go ahead and spray it. I don't like touching the sticky side of the film, which is one of the benefits of bottom loading, that you can grab it. So I'm going to dive in right here first. I got to go a little bit lower. Now I'm going to slide this corner in, and you don't want it to touch there like that did. I did wipe all this off prior. You can even try to tape that because that's not felt. Overall, this is just a tricky window. And this is the bow. Now we want to get that corner in and just slowly ease down. Make sure this is out like this. Now, as you can see, now we've got it to where to go right on in, so let's go ahead and ease this back, spray it. Peel that off. We'll go ahead and wet this down a little bit too. And boom. Now, I can actually see the edge of the glass from where I'm at, so I'm going to scoot it over right there to it. I'm going to go ahead and pull the gasket wizard out. I'm going to drop this down to where I can now see this edge. Now, on this one, they're actually getting a really cheap job on this particular car. This is an older vehicle. They don't want to put a lot of money into it. No problem with that. So a lot of times I'll shave the tops. I'm not going to shave this one. I'm just going to put it up as close as I can. Nice micro edge. and everything else is just squeegeeing it out. A lot of people ask me about bottom loading all the time, and for whatever reason they can't get it. The biggest trick to bottom loading is you got to use more slip solution. If you're using baby shampoo, bottom loading might be really difficult to do with baby shampoo. I've tried it a few times and you just don't get as much slide as you'd like to have. Now this top, I'm going to go over 1 or 2 more times. I want to make sure I've got as much moisture out of there as possible. And that's pretty much where I'd like it to be. So I'll go ahead and roll it on up. And I'll make downward strokes. And to do a proper tint job, you always want to squeegee this thing as much as possible. You know, a lot of times people have comebacks on windows that have messed up, and you know, a lot of the times it's the film, but a lot of times it's the installer. Little simple things like making sure everything's squeegeed out makes a difference, but that's how you do a really difficult back window, backside window, bottom loading. Anyhow, y'all have a good one. Hope this helps you out some.